Hey everybody, and welcome back to Bessie Beneath and the Debt-Free Farm Challenge. How is everybody doing tonight? The last day of early summer, ready to move into midsummer. Still on the contract chase. A couple more fertilizing contracts we are going to try to take advantage of. Figure out how to get over here to field 88. Out by good old vehicles, AI traffic. Be nice if instead of this being all grass, we had a road like this. I mean, we've got this road here. Wouldn't you think that would extend through there? What? Oh. Hey, Victor, what's up? Oh, I took 85 out first. I'll just ignore us driving through the hedge. Got a contract for 85 and 88. Hey, David, what is up? Well, is there any doubt that I would be stuck on something? Well, it's what? Either tomorrow. I saw one guy say he was hoping it would be either tomorrow or Thursday. I mean, do console updates usually come out on a T-Day, Tuesday or Thursday? If it does, then it's going to be whenever. You know, they wanted a simultaneous release. Once again, PC players are waiting for consoles. Can't blame the guys for wanting to do a simultaneous platform release across all the platforms. So, you know, if one of the console folks, manufacturers, took longer to do whatever they need to do, validate an update, and everyone has to wait. But all I can say is public test server for the win. You know, I don't mind running the public test server, getting access to stuff early. You know, you're a beta tester. You know what? Someone needs to be. And gosh darn it, Giants, take a lesson from SnowRunner and let the PC players be a little bit of a beta testing, and then maybe you'll put out a better quality product. Not saying SnowRunner isn't got its own problems. Gosh darn. There's a whole lot of problems that were found and fixed in the public test server that never found its way into consoles. I just hope SnowRunner fixes a problem I've got now in Michigan. On the public test server, I jumped to Michigan, black map, Can't do anything. They did something and basically reset my progress on one of the new missions in Michigan. And I think that somehow messed up Michigan for me. It's fine. I did everything in Michigan. I don't need to go back. Hey, BK Farms, what's up? So, in Farm Sim news, map that the folks were anticipating and eagerly awaiting has dropped. It is the Millennial Farms map. If you're not aware, it has dropped in the mod hub for PC only, and so far it's still stayed there. So my video on that will be coming out soon. Been uploaded. YouTube is chewing on it. Once YouTube is done chewing on it, I will release it. If YouTube is done when we're done the stream, I'll go ahead and release the video. If they're not done chewing on it, then I guess it'll get released in the morning. The map is free from... not free of problems. The map stable? I don't know. I haven't played it. I have no intention of playing it. It didn't crash on me. I'll give you that much. There's been maps released in the mod hub that have crashed my game. Didn't crash. So there's that. Not my kind of map. Sure, there'll be enough folks that'll be goo-goo eyes over it. Probably be a lot of folks that will flat out hate my video because I'm not goo-goo eyes over it, but you know what? It is what it is. Not every map is for everyone. I didn't have any problems with doors on the machine sheds. You just have to know how to open them. So, on the buildings, on the MF sheds, on the main farm, for whatever reason, they seem to have used a custom binding on the roll doors. So the F1 menu shows that you need to hit the middle mouse button to operate the trigger, and I comment in the video how I wasn't all really keen about that because I do not change my key bindings. I don't change them for a reason. The reason is that when I'm doing a video and I'm telling you what buttons to push to do things, they are the default buttons to push. Well, for whatever reason, the middle mouse button was the button that you need to use to open the roll doors. So basically I was like, one, if you play with the F1 menu hidden, you're not going to know that. Two, if you're someone that has changed all your key bindings to be completely custom, the normal button you use to open doors won't work. You're going to have to do something different. And I don't play with a controller, so I don't know. But as you say, apparently they don't work with a controller. So with PC players, you can go in and rebind it. You don't have to rebind it to something. Uh, 77, where's that? Oh, way over here. So, I'm not a fan of the silo. I get this silo. It's their attempt to be some level of realism. But I predict that so many people, confused, frustrated, upset, not understanding the silo, But they're just going to plop down their own silo and leave what's stuck in the map. So I kind of show how the silo works, but there's no directions on how the silo works. You just kind of have to have known how it works already, or trudge through it and figure it out. So, you know, I talk in the video where I wished there was a simple mode and a realistic mode. Let the player decide if they want to do simple mode or unsimple mode. Sometimes there seems to be a delay from activating certain features to when they actually work. I think will lead to some player confusion and frustrations. If you drive, it was found by somebody over in the Discord. Driving along the western edge of the map, or the southern half, get you're driving under the water plane message, because you are driving under you're literally driving under the level of the lake. So I attribute that just to bad testing. You know, all you gotta do is drive over there and you see that you're under the water level of the lake. Oh, I could have went. I don't understand. Up by the root crop sell point, which by the way doesn't show up in the prices menu, there's a road. And the road is blocked by a gate, a fence. Why is the fence and the road basically blocking each other? So to kind of drive home that point, I kind of just drove into the fence for about 30 seconds. Going, why is this here? This is a road, and why is the fence there? Fence there's, why is the road there? I don't get the chicken thing at all. Maybe it's an inside joke for people that are fans of the channel. I don't get it. Doesn't make sense to me. There's a sell point up to the north, technically off the edge of the map. It doesn't show up in the prices screen. So how do you know if you're getting a good price? How do you know what crops they accept? The store is pretty cool. I like the store. Other than the fact it's got John Deere plastered all over it. Hey, someone's got to buy that junk. But the store is nicely detailed. I like the stuff on the shelves. Pretty cool. I like how you got to go to the back to the service area. Kind of interesting. You go inside the service bay to pick up your new stuff. That was kind of neat. I don't like the fact that outside of the playable area where you have that sell point, where you have the shop, there's no grass on the ground. It's just painted ground. Really detracts from that area. Have painted ground with no actual grass or anything. I don't understand the train. The train model didn't make sense to me. Doesn't feel like an American train. Silage bunkers are cool. I like the silage bunkers. There's way too much stuff on the map that you can sell that you can't buy back. and sell everything on the main farm except the silo system. So if you don't want to even use the silo system because you find it confusing and frustrating, you can't even get rid of it unless you go into Giants Editor. You're stuck with it. But you get rid of everything else, including the farmhouse. Yeah, and I call it how I see it. I think that's what people expect, right? Hey, Double K Ranch, what is up? KJ Wiggums, John, everybody else that I have not called out, I say hello to you all. Got on a, hey Gizmo, got on a little rant there, I think. Probably rant for another hour, but I think you wouldn't watch my video. Right? There's a shrine to the cow shrine I call it. So now we just see when will the map drop for console, or do I say will it ever drop for console? Now I saw the ratings were pretty bad. As a typical rule of thumb, I do not watch other people's videos on maps before I do my own. And after I got done doing that video, I realized and I remembered that, that today was the launch of the NVIDIA 3000 series cards. So honestly, I spent probably a lot of the time since recording that video watching various folks talk about the new graphics card launches. Then I went over and watched my bud Kerbo play Snowrunner. Hey, New Hope Games, what is up, everybody? Hey, Darren, how are you doing tonight? Now, I'm kind of interested in the new 3000 series cards that got launched today from NVIDIA, or announced, I should say. Like the first of those cards might be available for sale on 17th of September, with probably the best card of the bunch coming out in October, the 3070. Now, I've got a 2080 Super, and that 3070's got me jealous. Where are you taking this stuff? Red Dot, where are you at, Red Dot? Way down here at the bio. Oh, Solidarius Dairy. So the 3070 supposedly will outperform the 2080 Ti $1,200 graphics card, and it's going to be for sale for $500. Oh yeah, $500, and it performs better than a $1,200 graphics card today, and is supposedly more energy efficient. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't know. I mean, we won't know until the until the folks do their their benchmarking and such. The 3080 I think was going to be priced at $700, and then the stupidly priced 3090, $1,500. But the 3090 is going to have 24 gigs of DDR6X, whatever that is. Super fast is what that means. Memory. $500 will buy you a card that outperforms a $1,200 card today. I'm going the right way, right? So I'm excited to see oh, lordy lordy, this is interesting. That's what happens when you drive to the map boundary and then you get annihilated by traffic. So you know you have a really good map boundary when you drive right into it and have no idea. Yeah, they're supposed to be PCI Express 4 compatible. So I was watching some videos earlier this week, well, over the weekend, and late last week, where they were speculating. They're basically speculating that how bad is it to be Intel? How bad is it to be Intel? Where supposedly the next gen Intel chips will not support PCI Express 4. Okay, so if the next gen graphics cards support PCI Express 4, all right, and we know AMD's killing Intel in cores per CPU, right? So if there is a performance increase for PCI Express 4 on the 3000 series cards, okay, that means you're leaving performance on the table, possibly by going with Intel, because you'll be stuck, God forbid, you're stuck at Gen 3. Whereas AMD supports PCI Express 4, will be able to take full advantage of that new bus. Won't know until the cards are sent to talking heads on YouTube to do benchmarking and such. But I do know at least one channel plans on switching over to an AMD testing platform so they can test Gen 4. And it'll be interesting to see if they do Gen 4, Gen 3 comparatives. I built an AMD system last year. Have not regretted it 1 minute. All right. Let's make sure our critters are good. Remember, we got 18 cows. Going good on the cattle. No contracts. Let's speed up the clock so we have some contracts. I used to have, a long time ago, I built an AMD Athlon system. This was, dare I say, decades ago. This was way back when you could overclock a CPU by taking a pencil, a number 2 pencil, and drawing a line between 2 dots on top of the CPU. Okay? It was probably like an Athlon 1 gigahertz or something. And you could overclock it by unlocking the processor by taking a pencil and scratching and drawing a lead line, graphite line, I guess, between 2 dots on top of the CPU. I think you could get maybe 100 megahertz out of it, 100 more megahertz, something like that. Then I kind of I got out of PC gaming for whatever reason. Probably just couldn't afford it. That was probably when I moved into aquariums. Saltwater aquariums basically take all your money. So I did aquariums for a while. And then I had a kid and basically got rid of aquariums because I didn't have any money. And then I got into PC gaming again because I wanted to do iRacing. And I built an Intel system. An i5. This was back in 2016, maybe. No, not 2016. Maybe 2016. Maybe, yeah. That held me for a while. Then I upgraded that to an i7. And then I decided that the end of last year, I had an i7 7700K, had overclocked that little bugger, 5 gigahertz on all cores, all 4 cores. And I decided, you know what? It's just taking me too long to edit videos, render them out, and everything. I mean, it would take me, let's take this Millennial Farmer map, 59-minute video. It would probably have taken me about an hour and 10 minutes to just render it out from the editor, be able to upload it at 1080p, 60 FPS. So now with the new processor, I can render out a 59-minute video in about 15 minutes. 15. So it's like 80% reduction in speed, in production time. And instead of having, 4 or 5 gigahertz cores, I now have 12 4 gigahertz cores. 24 4 gigahertz threads. For the motherboard, it supports PCI Gen 4. Well, yeah, I mean, part of that improvement was going from a 1070 Ti to a 2080 Super. But still, there's a lot of people that would kill for 5 gigahertz all-core i7 processor with a 2070 Super. A lot of people would kill for that. So, yeah, if I was just gaming, I'd probably still have the i7. Alright, we're going to jump up to the house. Technically not supposed to teleport, but I can't put a sleep trigger down at my own house. Gotta do this. So yeah, I mean, part of that is I honestly just use the stock AMD cooler. Probably gonna swap it out at some point. But I'm honestly using the stock AMD cooler. Now I've got a case that's got all kinds of airflow in it. It's an old Cooler Master case with a side panel and a giant hole for a fan. Giant half the top is hole for a fan. All right, what do we got? Contracts, no contract. Water, cleanliness. Oh shoot, bucket, don't we? We need a bucket. Bucket on aisle 5, cleanup. All right, let's go. Let's go get a bucket. Front loader parts. Bucket. So part of the big improvement was Premiere Pro released an update to support hardware accelerated encoding. But even before that, I basically cut my render time in half. So I could render an hour-long video in about 30 minutes. And then when they supported hardware encoding, it dropped it down even more. Oh yeah, I had an M2 drive in my in the Intel system I had. So my OS is on an M2 NVMe drive. And then I've got a 2 terabyte spindle drive that I actually dump videos to when I'm recording. And then I have a 2 terabyte SSD that I store all the games on and such. I think my M2 drive is only 500 gigs. Hey Mouse, what's up? So, how many of you all know the little trick about the front loader and that little rod on the left of the front loader? Talk about that little trick here when we get up there to the trough. Devin Geo? Is that a new Geo that came out? I haven't been keeping up with the Geos recently. We just got the base game Geo, or the base seasons Geo in. Oh, the front loader mod. Speed on the NVMe drive versus a traditional SATA drive is just ridiculous. Alright, so if you don't know about this little rod, okay, right there, look. You see it poking its hole? You see that little rod go up and down? Right there. To be level with the ground. Look at that. Should be level with the ground. close to it. So from a cab, might be hard to see, but right there the rod starts to poke through. That should be level, or pretty darn close to it. So the more the rod sticks up, the more vertical it is, the more the rod sticks down, hidden. Right there where it starts to poke through. Should be close to level. Right there. There you go, look. Somebody that likes to do in-cab stuff, but struggles with front-loader stuff, look at that little rod, and that'll help you. Now that works for base game loader, arms, and tools. That might not hold so well for modded tools. There's a little tip of the day. Supposed to be silage tonight. Up in water. Oh, so that would be the more accurate geo to use. Although, I mean, seriously, the UK is such a small country. I mean, weather really differs that drastically from area to area. It's like I get that you want to, let's say you have a Pennsylvania geo and an Ohio geo. I mean, really, do we think the weather is that different between Pennsylvania and Ohio that just playing with one geo over another will be all that noticeable? Let me see what I got. I mean, the only big thing with, you know, at work, yeah, see, I got a 256. I got a 256 gig SSD, or not M2 for the OS. I thought it was 512, but it's 256. And, you know, you really got to be cautious what you install on that drive, because base Windows and other things, and next thing you know, you really start chewing that space up. So, you know, I made sure I configured my Steam library, Epic library, all of the game libraries are configured to the other drives, because there's enough stuff that just wants to install on that C drive. You gotta be careful. I mean, yeah, NVMe M2 drives, the prices come down a lot. I don't know if I buy into the PCI Gen 4 NVMe hype at the moment. I mean, really. And when your system boots up in like 10 seconds, does it really matter if it could boot up in 8? Hey, Michael Best, what's up? Alright, later, New Hope Games. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, I should have put that weight on. Fun. Field 40 deuce. 40 deuce, where are you? Oh, cool, you're down here by field 88, 85. Field 40 deuce. Get out of the way, bird. That truck on his way. You got a tractor that can't steer. So, but you get to play Flight Simulator on it. Oh no, that's your non-flight simulator game. I am glad I didn't dump money in Flight Sim because it would be just a whole bunch of Phoenix Simulator. Oh, we gotta fertilize the field for corn. And the corn is tall. This ought to be a whole bunch of guessing. This is what we call top-down fertilizing. Wasting fertilizer. Who can't turn down a $10,000 fertilizer contract? Yeah, I don't know the realism of piloting. Yeah, sign up. If you never have had a Microsoft Game Pass account, sign up for Microsoft Game Pass for a month. Fuck. The Flight Sim. Well, there's a ton of other games. Speaking of decent deals on games, if you're into shooters, I hear that The Division is free on Uplay for a week. All you gotta do is log into your Uplay account, create a Uplay account, and basically click, I want The Division for free. Yeah. Oh wait, I do have. Oh yeah, I got I got it on here. Oh, well, I'm not using it. The division. Screaming that one out. So the division, you have to have a Uplay account. Log in a Uplay. Click add it to my library. Presto. Till September 7th. Now, what they're doing with Microsoft Flight Sim is pretty amazing. By incorporating Bing Maps and other mapping data, provide you a very ultra-realistic streaming to your PC experience. Women. Times it's like, hello, I got something important here. Right, you should want me to hear about free things, because then it's more of your money, my money that you can spend. Want me to get all the free things I can get. I really should have turned GPS on. Wasn't even thinking about it. Of course, over on Epic, you can still get the Hitman and something else for free till Thursday morning. Thursday morning Eastern time. Oh, custom orange texture. So we'll turn on GPS for the next one. 5. Just did 85 yesterday. Still no grass contracts. Anybody know this map? Played this map? Do you get grass contracts? I mean, half the fields are grass. I would hope you would get grass contracts. Oh, that's depressing. No grass contracts? Look at all this grass. Something happened to lighting suddenly? Things looks darker. Okay, we'll soon transition from fertilized contracts to harvest. For AI farmers, they got giant hunks of their field missing. Do you rest? I always sleep at night. I fast forward. Seems to help reset things. Little Zen's farmhouse. Feels like things got darker. I mean, I suppose it could make things out of sync. You fast forward like multi-thousands clock speed for a few days. I haven't got to harvesting on this map, so I don't know. Well, I will tell you this one thing, Scooter's workbench. I've got a ultra wide monitor at work. I swear I'll come in some days and I'll be like, why does this monitor feel so dark? And then next day it was like, doesn't look dark at all, looks fine. I mean, now it doesn't look dark. It was just overly cloudy down there. I mean, you know, in theory it could, I guess. On this map, I've just been going to 120, nothing faster than that. Now, I hear the clouds in Flight Sim are just amazing. It'd be like if Farm Sim could have Flight Sim clouds. I mean, you know, the sky is dynamic now, which is nice. But it's really hard to discount the look that the Farm Sim 17 clouds had. That's the pickup point. The drop-off point is back down. So if you could have dynamic sky that was photorealistic, that would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 17, that looked great, but it was static. After 19 came out, there was a mod that dropped for 17 that'll let you do like a sky rotator. So every day could be a different image in your skybox, but it was still a static image. Something about looking up and seeing the clouds move, even though they're sometimes pretty wispy, digitally looking clouds. Alright, so we need to turn up here. Not at this end. At this end. Then hey Paul, what's up? Oh, one. What? Suitcases. Where are you going with suitcases you're taking down to the ferry? I brought my trailer all the way down here just for a suitcase. I don't know if I really want to be farming in mud runner soil. I mean, I don't know. Where I grew up, we had hard packed dirt. Very little different driving on a hay field than driving on a gravel road. Me having tires sink in, oh no, quite a bit would oh shush it, you know, wouldn't really do much for me. Having a harvester put big ruts in a field as it harvested wouldn't feel real to me, because when we harvested our fields, we didn't have giant ruts from the harvester. And I'm sure dirt's different everywhere. I see videos of tractors stuck up to the axles in mud. That would never happen where I grew up. Never. There's just too much rock. Too much rock in the dirt. Rambo J Farms, what is up, everybody? Yeah, they turn wide at that intersection, and they go faster than the average bear, but their collision box is probably the same size. So what that means is they don't detect that you're there until too late. I should see if I can fertilize my grass. Oh, I think I can. I think I can. Fertilize some grass. And my cows are well fed and healthy. Well-fed and healthy cows. Kind of like this little field where we've got two little roads cut through here. Still have a defined field. Nice, although I can't fathom a BGA and a dairy having a dirt road back here to access it. Oh, is it heat on the ground catches fire? Does it go anaerobic or something and just heat up from the moisture? There are 3 massive grass fields. We pulled, what, 39 silage bales off of these? Oh! Well, I bet you the folks down on Emerald Coast hated where I put mine then. Gonna put it right next to the Southern Buffet. That kept Daryl from going there constantly. Speed up time. Speed up the time. Watch out for those cement trucks. Every time. So this should be silage soon. 3 hours to go. Nothing there to eat. It's a concrete floor. Go out there. There's grass. All of these cows are happy. They're out here eating the grass. Here's where graze is kicked in. Full growth, partial growth. The ladies need, or these are boys. You boys need to eat evenly. Why are you eating in little patches? Alright, so we'll have silage come tomorrow. The map is released again. How broke it is depends on maybe how you play. I hear the doors don't work if you use a controller. It worked for me. I use a mouse and keyboard. Hey, Bradley, what's up? Need some silage. Oh, we'll just leave that there. Actually, what have you heard? It's broke. What's the word on the street? So my video on the map was still in processing by YouTube when we started the stream. It's done by the time we're done the stream. Full, isn't it? I should have cleaned this up. Or I fed them. Interesting. Why is there 6,800 liters of grass? Only 3,200 liters of silage. That is interesting. I don't know. I bought my Mahindra. That's all I bought on the map. I got the grain dryer to work in the video. You got to go in the little shed. You got to hit whatever button on the keyboard it tells you to hit. And then after you wait a few seconds, you got to hit E to enter it. And then basically you move it over from the wet bin. It's not really a dryer. You move it from the wet silo to the dry silo. Instantaneous. 3, 6, and 4. 4. Narrow than fat. Get on the weight. I didn't try any tip the ground. I don't know anything about 6 ashes. What is that? I would say, is that yet another British map? Gotta get out there and hose off your cows. You're depending on the season, your cows will require more water in the hotter temperatures than in the cooler temperatures. Quite honestly, I usually run with clean animals and mods. Kind of mods that I start with, I keep. And those are like the only ones in my head that I can use. Ooh. SMC. Somebody wants it. Me. Alright. Field 36. This is why all the Brits go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over fake American maps? Because the tight roads and the hedgerows everywhere. Versus the token wide open fields and roads. Get behind this. See through it. It must be oats. Oats are like planted real thin, aren't they? Those 6 ashes, is that going to the mod hub? Is that released? Is that going to be a Facebook release? What? Soon to the mod hub, like Millennial Farmer soon, meaning we'll see it in 2021, or like soon, as in most maps soon. Not burning on somebody. Ah, Little Norton. I remember the name, don't remember the map. Most maps I don't remember. I have no idea when Little Norton Early Access came out. Like I've said earlier, I typically avoid any videos, streams of any map that's not released. I don't want my thought process on the map to be tainted anyway by others, if you will. It's dark over here. I don't know. Like if you're on a light colored field, it just feels like the lighting gets darker. Like trying to auto contrast or something. I think it takes a quality map to be as versatile as No Man's Land. You know? And for me, I just don't feel that I have the creativity to come up with something. I mean, doesn't it feel like this is darker? And when we get done this field, I'm going to move somewhere else. Alright, now I'm not going to change the camera. I'm going to leave the camera as it is. And let's just see if it feels like the map suddenly gets brighter. Does it feel brighter? I don't know. I'm half colorblind. Keep the cameras unmoving through all these trees is a bit of a pain. I mean, it took Rockhound to tell me that he watched a video of mine to realize that the color of the trailer that he made for the Pony Express transport was the wrong color. Didn't match the truck. I was like, I don't know, it looked fine to me. And then he sent me the updated trailers that apparently matched the color of the truck. I put them in, and you know what? I don't know. Maybe they're bluer now. He wants to hit the I don't talk with a British accent. That's what it is. He sent it to the British tubers. But with CLEP being the exception, he sent it to the British tubers because he was pretty confident the British tubers would do video series on it, meaning multiple videos. Oh, it's fine. I typically, I would rather not look at an early access map. Unless I was actively doing map testing on it. All good. Got his folks that he wants to have access to it. We trust those folks. The worst thing that can happen is you give it to a bunch of people and someone goes and gives it out. That's not cool. Not cool at all. Where's the cottages? There's the red dot. Oh, what? Cottages are the pig farm. Big rice map? No leaks. Yeah, I mean, I'd never give a map. It's not my map to give out. So, some of you may know, some of you may not know, but Valley Moon, was it Valley Moon? I always get used to it. Valley Moon was a map that was converted to 19 by the map author. He reached out to me and basically said, hey, I really don't have much interest in farm sim anymore, but I converted this map, or I'm actively converting this map. I want to give this map to you. You can do whatever you want with it. Keep it private. You can release it. I don't care. It's yours. Hey, that felt awkward. That was awkward. So I was like, dude, it's not my map, it's yours. You made it. But okay. I'm glad I brought the trailer. But kidding me right there? Oops. Ah, it wasn't that tough. I mean, my thought process is ultimately you respect the guy that makes the map. You know, it's like somebody wants to offer you money for you helping them out doing something. You know, you don't want the money. You didn't help somebody out for the money or hoping they'd pay you for the money. You politely decline it, but ultimately you take their money because you'll offend them by not taking it more than you feel bad about taking it. Right? Oh, kidding me? Yeah, this is rough. And they're turned the wrong way too. I don't know, I tell you, if I was testing this map and I had this contract, I said, Will, these pallets, they spawn the wrong way. And he made some story up about how, well, the people that live in the house, they don't really care and they don't pay attention, they just put them there wrong. I'd be like, come on, rotate the pallets. Well, I think this guy that left didn't leave because he was angry or anything. He just was basically moved on. Moved on to other interests. Nope, people move on. Well, Bradley, we try to test them for well stuff. My thought process is try to hit everything that a player is going to interact with. There's still stuff that gets through. There's a lot of stuff going on. Yep. Now, you know, the guy that did Valley Moon, pretty sure he was an like commercial fisherman. So like, you know, there'd be long periods of time where he'd be, you know, inaccessible. Because he'd be out on a fishing boat or something. Whoa. $700 bales on a baling contract, that would be agony. How much did that pay out? Yeah, Ballydorn, that's it. That's it, I get it mixed up. Valley Moon was the Mapper's Paradise map from 17. The mod contest. See, I get mixed up because they both have Bally in the name. Call it a pseudo dyslexia. Flipping kidding me. Valley Moon wasn't too bad of a map. You know, Welker's Farm was a disaster in my opinion. In both 17 and 19. Yeah, Valley Moon's probably the last thing. Oh, are you kidding me? Get out of my way. Of course, the pallets need to be right way for delivery. Go! Alright, next stream I'm going to put the real forks in. Give it all. That is amazing. All right. You are one sick person, Bradley. Pleasure in other people's pain. Seriously, flip the right way over. I would, but I don't have it installed. Next time the cheater forks are being put in. But it's not like there are any other contracts anyway. Whoa, hey! Who knew that? Be here, folks. And here I was worried about running into a fence. Well, if you like that wonderful display of horrible pallet management, pound that thumbs up button. Oh, you remembered, I don't. Oh, we could clean up this silage now. No, fence is a lot of work in GE. I don't know why this is lower than this. don't know. Today, good weather. Tomorrow, good weather. Tomorrow night, rain, rain. Worst possible harvest contracts are early summer. 2 more days, or a day and a half of, yeah. Alright, so what we're going to do is, I'm just going to fast forward till tomorrow. That's where we're going to kill the stream. And I want to see if, let me just see if YouTube is done turning on. Oh, it is, it is, and is, and is, and is, and is, and is. Well, the SD version's done. That's close enough. So after the stream, I'm going to release the Millennial Farmer video. It's just standard def. So if you can't stand standard def and you insist on watching it in high definition, then you're going to have to wait. Because the YouTube is still chewing on the high definition version. Or you can watch both versions. Wouldn't that be awesome? Hey Paul, check you later. Thanks for dropping by. Few more minutes until what, like 8:20? That's when the lights come on. $8:30. 8:40. I guess it's because, oh, there we go, 8:40 something. Well, if you're a console player, Bradley, then just think of it as this way: us PC folks can find all the problems that testing should have found, and maybe, just maybe, they'll be fixed before you have the frustration of having those problems in console. Alright guys, so that is going to do us for the day. I'm going to go and schedule the Millennial Farmer map to release at 11 p.m. my time, which is in 8 minutes. Unless something changes, it's just going to be standard definition until YouTube gets tired of churning on the high def version. Do what you want. If you want to wait till the high def version, or watch standard def and basically hear what I have to say and then watch the great, beautiful 1440p version later. That'll be cool with me. Till next time, happy farming.